is working on something, they're like, damn, like, we also have a problem with this thing. Do you know someone who, would know how to do it? Like, I might know someone.
It's me.
Is he? Not everybody is an award-winning director, musician, or you whatever. You gotta start somewhere, you know what I mean?
Oh, is the next ad gonna be one of yours?
No, I would never do that. This is not a place of shameless plugs. But you gotta start somewhere, you know what I mean? And you know what? A freelance career, some people you grassroots, you start from somewhere and you grow from that, but people forget you gotta start from somewhere. So I saw this right outside of my house actually, and it's been posted all over like my area.
Oh wow.
So I'm gonna blur out his personal information and his picture as
Yeah, because
well.
it's like right there. Like you putting up out everybody's business.
Just
Like
putting it on blast. Because part of me was like, man, maybe, what if someone wants his help or whatever? I mean, yeah, I'll put his website, if you
yeah.
actually need his help or whatever, like, yo, hit him up still. I've used all of his stuff. But his personal stuff, like his Instagram, like his personal Instagram,
Oh,
maybe
it's
we.
personal?
What? Yeah, that's his name and last name, bro. That's the whole
Well, you never know.
government,
Have
bro.
you checked it to see if it's the business one?
No, I will. While I'm editing, I'll make sure that there's. Well, I mean, obviously that's a whole website, like that's public. So the website, if you need his help, go check that out. But you know, website design, digital design, influencer marketing, Facebook, WhatsApp, social media, video creation. This guy does it all, man. I was like, wow, that's a lot of things. Then I
I think the
saw
first
another
10
one. I
years.
saw part two.
Part two.
I was like, oh my, bro, you need a photo shoot? He's got you. For businesses. Look at that.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
More trust, more revenue, if it looks
If it
good.
looks good.
So he also does ad video, product photography, social media, real estate listing videos, automobile inventory, event photography. I was like, that's a lot of things. Now,
I mean, you gotta make money, so.
you gotta make money. Now, for our marketing practitioners out there and the people who are kind of trying to make a living, doing this whole marketing thing. Nikki, you're a professional yourself with social media. What do you think about that? Now, just so that, so you understand, like, at least where my mind is. I
Okay.
decided to take a picture of them because I was like, that's a lot of things that you're saying that you can do. And it's not that I don't
Mm.
trust them. I'm sure you can do all of them. like,
Why you
I'm,
set it up like that?
I'm just
It's
saying,
given you don't trust them.
I'm sure he knows how to do all of them. I know how to do many things. I'm sure you know how to do many things. But should you advertise every single thing you know how to do, or should you niche down and say, I am a professional in this? If you need help on this thing, I'm your guy. I know this like the back of my hand. Easy peasy. Let me know for this one thing. What do you think about that when it comes to like niching for professional work? Like, should you start broad and then just niche down later, or should you go out of the gate just with one thing or many things or what? Like, let me know.
I mean, I think personally from my experience, you kind of like are more better at certain things. So for me, I'm a marketer, and obviously I have like a lot of experience in terms of like making websites, social media, digital marketing, like SEO, all those stuff. But like, I don't go out there and market myself as I'm a digital marketer because everybody else markets themselves as I'm a digital
Mm,
marketer. I feel like when you kind of niche down and you're like, okay, I am a digital marketer, but I am very strong at social media management, for example, then people are like, okay, so I know exactly where to put her. I know how I can use her. So if I have like YouTube, Instagram, blah, 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 she's going to be like the expert in this. Because like when you say, like basically, I'm very strong at this skill, people are more confident in that. When you have like a lot of skills and you like, when I'm looking at his ad, like, yes, I do want to believe that he can do all of that, but I'm like, what is your strength? Like,
Mm,
if you had to pick like 3 services, or even 2 services, or even one service that you would say you are the best at doing, which one is it? Because obviously, if I'm paying you, I want to make sure that I'm getting like the bang for my buck. You know what I mean? So
exactly.
I want to know, what are you most efficient at that long list of things? What are you most efficient at, and what are you best at doing? So, also, I did notice that there's some like grammatical errors, so like some spacing issues.
Were there?
Yeah,
Shit.
so some of them commas weren't coming in the right places, and there are some commas missing. And I just think also there was like the phone number being the largest thing. It's like, that's so old school. I think the thing that you need to make the largest is like, what can you bring to people?
Yeah.
Literally, like, we don't care about your name. No offense. Like,
Nah,
this is
for
just like,
real.
this is not me like trying to hurt somebody's feelings, but like from a consumer's perspective. Like, from a consumer's perspective, like, I don't care about your name, your Instagram, all of that. I want
Yeah,
to know, how can you help me, and then your Instagram and your name and all of that comes after, because then I'm like, oh, okay, so now I'm interested. I know how you can help me, and yes, I do have that problem. Now let me look for your details. So that
exactly.
comes after. So I feel like you could have done things differently, and also maybe a colored ad. You know. If you, but I understand that black and white is cheaper, so I understand.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah, it is cheaper, but yeah, there's that's just a few recommendations. But like, starting out freelancing is, it's not easy at all. Like,
Yep.
most of my clients are from word of mouth. Like, I've worked at companies and I've built up like my own kind of like reputation where they know, like, oh yeah, she's a worker. Like, when you like get onto these like freelancing websites, you're competing with like a lot of freelancers. They're all gonna say that they're skilled and, all the way from A to Z, and they can all do all that. But
Yep.
can you say that you are the expert in something? That's when people are drawn to you. So when I say I'm an expert in social media management, they know, okay, I go to her for social media management. Because there's a lot of people who could be like, I think the expression is like a jack of all trades.
Yep.
Like, we all, when we go to, like, let's be honest, when we go to an interview, we're like, yeah, I'm like multifaceted, I'm a jack of all trades. I can do X, Y, Z, Z,
Yeah.
But like, we want to know what you're strongest at and efficient at. Like, be honest with us. So yeah, I think that's
That's
like
huge.
what I would say. Just niche down.
Yeah, like when when you go into freelance, like you are now the service, you are the product, right? So you gotta think about it as if you were the consumer. You have to like go inside of someone else's shoes, right? Imagine you're going to like you just like hurt your arm and you need like I don't know physio or on it or whatever, right? So you go to this clinic and there's this like big list and it's like yeah Dr. Tony, I can do brain surgery, I can change your heart, I know chemo, I know physio, I know foot massages, all these things. You're like bro. Like I mean
It's a
again,
lot.
I'm not saying you can't do it, but
You
bro,
got trust issues. This is what I'm learning.
what because the thing is like you're one of those things you are the worst at. You know what? One of those things you are the worst at, and one of those things you are the best at. And am I really trying to roll the dice and find out which one you're the worst at what? Right? Like, what if that's the
Yeah.
one thing I need you for, right? I'm looking at his ad and it's like, yeah, APIs, this. What if the one thing I call you for? I'm like, okay, brother, I need you for a video shoot of, like, whatever. He's like, I could do that. I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm finished. You know what I mean? But if it's the
Yeah.
one thing, you name one thing: real estate, property, photography. That's the one thing I do, and I do it well. Right? It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, dope. That's exactly what I need you for, right? But what if that's the one thing I need you for, and it was at the bottom of his list, real estate? I'm reading all that stuff. Oh, I don't need him, right? It's the bottom of the. I would have called you. That's the one thing I need, right? So
Yeah.
gotta niche down. So what are we rating this ad, man?
I think it's kind of harsh. Oh my god. 3. Yeah. Just the three, just because. Yeah, there's just a lot of like. It seemed rushed, like based off the grammatical mistakes and everything, and then I just can't tell like what are you good at, like as we said, like what are you actually good at, and what is like your specialization in your field. I can't tell like as a freelancer like what exactly would you be most efficient at, and then I think the personal Instagram, if it is the personal Instagram or the business Instagram, that I feel like either way it wouldn't have needed to be added.
Mm.
Like either way, you know what I mean? I think people want to call you and they want to see your website, so I'm glad he put his website there. If he could also like, really hope that on the website at least was portfolio, so it could actually like prove,
I mean,
you
we could
know,
just see
that
it.
he actually has all these set skills, and he's actually done this before, like with all these set skills. So yeah, I just think it's a three at the moment because there's just nothing. Personally, if I'm walking past this ad, I'm not going to be drawn to it. You know what I mean? But it does do what it needs to do. It tells you like, hey, I'm a freelancer. Here's my contact information. Why are you making that face?
I'm looking at his website.
Is it good?
Yeah, well, let's move on. So, you said what? I think like we don't need to look at his website. But
Oh
you
my
guys
god.
can check if you need him. Check him out. But this guy has his email like on the website. Like, yeah, if you want to contact me, his email is CEO at and then the website. Like,
I
brother.
mean, you gotta big up yourself. You know, you gotta big up yourself.
CEO at, just in case the CEO changes, you don't want to put a name. You
You
can just
know.
like give it to goodness.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
Makes
yeah,
sense.
okay, nice. I'm giving that a one.
I
Amen.
knew it was coming.
You know what? Like, I respect the grind. I respect it so much. I respect that
Yeah.
he's learned all of those skills. Um, but you don't need to promote all of those skills. You know what I mean? Apple
Yeah.
has the iPhone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, X, 11, 12, 13, 14,
Why are
releasing the
you
15.
listing all of
You know what I
it?
mean? Like, they have all those iPhones, so that's just the iPhones. And you only see the ad of the best one. The other ones will sell. If someone needs it, they will find it. You know what I mean?
That
Even
is true.
even the 13 came out 2 years ago, and you won't see a single ad about it. It's on the website. It's like there, right? But they won't give an ad for it, right? So it's the same. Like, you don't need every single skill you've ever learned in your entire life, right? Best one.
Yeah.
If your client is working on something, they're like, damn, like, we also have a problem with this thing. Do you know someone who would know how to do it? Like, I might know someone.
It's me.
Is he? So I don't know, like that. But you gotta get your foot in the door, and that's by just stating one thing, right? So I give a
But
one
honestly,
because there's room for improvement.
yeah. You gotta give him props though, because there's not many people nowadays who would literally like print ads and then put them
Yeah,
out, and it's like you're marketing yourself.
yeah,
I give him props. Like you're brave for A, putting out your phone number like that, B, putting out your Instagram like that,
yeah,
your email like that too, and then also like listing everything that you could do, because like now, like you're now building a reputation for yourself, so that's good. So I hope, or would like to see like how he digitally kind of like interacts with people or gets clients as well.
yeah.